It all begins here. Tree down, look out! I'd have to cycle back.
Niagara Falls. Toronto's 100 miles.
Toronto's 100 miles. Let's do Toronto, man.
I guess too, I could tell the story really quick.
Right here, I gashed my knee a little bit.
I had clipped in and I forgot to put my helmet on. I was sitting in the back, and so I barely turned and I went to stop and pull off my foot, and I don't wear clip-ins very often, so I'm not used to them. But anyways, needless to say, I fell over, and it was on really gravelly stuff, and totally everything fell on me. It was a little bit inclined, so I slid down the incline. I had gloves on, so that was good. I only scraped up my finger a bit. Anyways, so it's been an adventurous day, along with these crazy thunderstorms that's been coming around. It looks a little bit clearer now. I think it's finally going to break, but the good thing is it's been really cool.
So that's Mate Wegmans. And look at, they have a dumpster full of padding from my camping spot. How nice of them. This is going to work out well.
Hey, last night was pretty good. It even rained a little bit. I wasn't expecting that, but we stayed dry. Borrowed a tent from a friend. It's pretty small. Worked out well. Here's a little picture of it. It's kind of small. That's the front. This is the back. Packed light. Worked well.
I'll just give a quick review of some of my gear, maybe some lesson learned before I head out. This is my last night at the hotel before I head home. Few little things about the bike. So as you can see, there's a rain guard that came with the panniers that I purchased, and from my hiking experience, that's usually is good enough. But what I've learned is that you get a lot of water inside the back tire there, and your bag still gets soaked. And so even though I had all of my stuff in these cheap Walmart bags, I love them for hiking. They can sort your items and pull them in and out, and they're color coordinated. But for this, they didn't keep it dry, so I had a lot of stuff still get wet in there. So I would have wrapped this stuff in garbage bags. Fortunately, my sleeping bag and my tent were in a garbage bag, because I definitely didn't want my bag to get wet, so I could crash wherever I wanted if I didn't stay at a hotel. And so that worked good for that. Nothing that a hotel hair dryer couldn't dry off, but just one more thing you gotta do when you get to the hotel. I should have wrapped everything there inside of a bag. These I got off of Amazon, plenty of room for me. This is a 4-day trip from Buffalo to Albany, and with these 2 side bags and the backpack that came with it, I was able to fit everything I needed with the sleeping bag and bag on the outside. The website for the Erie Canal you can download a list of the stops along the way, and the timestamp I reformatted to my pace, and so I would know where I stopped. So I could plan out meals and water stops and things. These 2 bottles are fine for me. You're always crossing through towns, and wherever I got food, I asked them if I could fill up at the sink, and they always did. So that was enough water for me. And then of course this is designed to be on the front, and I put it this way. My knees got really close, but they didn't hit it. It was nice because I could put all my stuff in here, like little tiny snacks, my battery pack to charge my phone because I had a GPS a lot. So that was very convenient, just to run a cable to here, back and forth. And then of course, a headlamp is nice for... I also, from work, had these big tire straps. I brought some extras, and they came in handy for tying different things down at different types. I actually didn't bring a bike lock. I just tie wrapped my tire to the thing and hit it kind of. And then I wrapped my bike around a pole wherever I went. I parked in the back of different restaurants and So the bike didn't get stolen. Might not be true for everybody. But one thing that I did learn is riding in the rain. It poured down one day and I had my phone in a vertical position. I didn't think it was getting wet at all. Even though it was raining, it didn't have a lot of drops on it. But what I found out later on is the charging port did get wet, I think, and it stopped charging. And it made me a little nervous because I was heavily reliant on the phone. And so I bought a new cable, and that still would only sporadically charge or not charge. And when I pulled it out, you can't see this because of Zoom, but it had a little black charge with the new cable. So I think I fried my charging port on my phone. Got a little worried. Even one of my coworkers said I might be offline with my last couple of battery percentages. And one of them gave me the idea, hey, go pick up a wireless battery charger from Walmart, 10 bucks. And it actually worked. So I was able to stick this inside of here, and then I just strapped on the phone with the elastic strap, and I was able to charge using this. So that worked out really well, and I could still use GPS throughout the trip. Ride With Me GPS, I think the app is called. It kind of tells you where the on-road, off-road apps is to keep you on track. There's a good map there. There's a few other websites too. But that was a lesson learned for me. Even though I have a waterproof phone, you shouldn't be charging while you're in the rain, because I guess the water with the surface tension got up into the charging port. And then the final thought is, these elastics are great when you're taking off layers, shirts, or even shoes. I stuck my tennis shoes there whenever I'm going in and out, rather than my clip-ons. They have elastic in all the side bags, so if you get a pannier with those elastics, I used them for that. I also went to the store and got some Velcro strips, and I just stuck them here when I'm not using them. That's around the pant leg if you're bicycling with pants. These are cut-off pants, so I would take them off if I got too hot or too cold to put them back on. And then this is also for other things, of strapping down for different places. If I roll something up really tight and I don't want it to get unrolled, I would use these. So I have about 3 or 4 of these that I'm using off and on, and I would just keep them here when I'm not using them. But yes, having extra straps and Velcro strips always helpful for all the different rearranging you do throughout the trip.
Hey, just a quick shout out to Mellow Velo Bike Shop. I bought 2 tires since I've had one pop every single day so far. And they also were able to fix a little bit of my wheel, and it started squeaking really loud because of the rain. And they were able to grease that up and fix it really quick. I think I was in there for maybe 20 minutes and got all that done, and it was a good price too. Thanks, guys.
I went over a bump and the pannier jumped off the hooks, and it slid inside between the tire and the frame. It's pretty cool. Good thing I had balance when it started stopping.